And they were going, look, I know this isn't rock, but it's so fucking good, we're going to play it anyway. And they played Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's that.
It was that good.
Yeah.
It was so good they played it on rock stations.
He was ubiquitous.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, who knows what the fuck that scope was like. The closest thing that I've ever, like, seen of that up close would be, like, Eddie.
Yeah.
One of the guys who's been, you know, on that level.
Yeah.
And Eddie is a cool motherfucker. In fact, if you're in his orbit, it feels normal in there.
Yeah.
You go to his house and bowl and talk shit, and you know, his kids come in and out, and you know, it's just like it seems like a sitcom, but it's really hilarious. Eddie got the heat. He's funny as fuck, bro. Can talk like anybody. Just says wildly imaginative things.
Why do you think he doesn't do stand-up?
You know, this shit ain't no bicycle, man. You know what I mean? He's an anomaly in the sense that I'm sure it would come right back to him. Like when he cuts up in the house, it should be real funny. But I don't know what it would mean. I don't know what it means to him, having been this person we're describing.
Right. Well, it's also, he feels like his material, when he goes back and watches Raw, he's like kind of embarrassed by it. He's, you know, that it's...
You know, it's funny, when I put out my first 2 Netflix joints, I think I was on Kimmel. It was the only press I did. But there was a thing going on in the press where everyone was saying that the specials were dated, you know, because there were jokes in there that they considered transphobic, you know, and I still don't think those jokes are transphobic. You know, I'm not going to have that discussion, but if I ever have to, boy, I'm ready. But the point is that the thing I said to Kimmel was, I don't get mad at a photograph because it wasn't taken today. In other words, whatever was going on in '87 when he laid that set down, well, it was working in '87. That's where people were at. And a good comedian is an indicator of the time or their context. And I look at Eddie shit like that. Like, I wouldn't look at any of his old material as embarrassing. Sometimes I'm startled, like, wow, he could never do that now.
Right.
But it makes it even more fun to see that there was this time when he was just saying these things. You know, I'm a comedian. I don't smell any malice in it. I don't think he's trying to hurt anybody.
No.
It's just, this guy is just cracking.
He was doing comedy that was relevant during the time that he was doing it. The world was a different place.
Right, and it's not irrelevant now. The thing that's remarkable is he's a different guy now,
right?
Which is why he feels embarrassed. It's not even about what happens to the world. It's what happened to this guy in the world. He sees the world different now, and this happens.
Crazy thing is he doesn't look a day older.
He looks great.
He looks amazing.
He looks great. Yeah, it's amazing. One time I was watching TV with Eddie, and Sanford and Son rerun was on. And he says, I'm as old now as Red Fox was in this episode. Wow. Sanford and Son.
That's crazy.
Right. And then I look at the television, I look at Eddie, I'm like, damn. And he goes, yeah, I'm as old now as Carol O'Connor was in All in the Family. You think how Archie Bunker looked. That motherfucker looked terrible.
That's crazy. He looked terrible.
There goes Eddie looking like it's 1987 and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is wild. Yeah, he's just taking so good care of himself. What does he do? Does he exercise a lot?
No, I have no idea. It's like Prince. I've never seen Prince eat or drink anything. I'm sure he does it. Wow. I don't know what Eddie does. He bowls. He's a family guy and stuff like that. Like, he's really into his family. It's good to see. It's normal, bro. Like for all the things you'll hear about Hollywood, I'm always startled how normal everybody is. I don't know if it's just the angle I get to see but all that pageantry and shit, that's completely unsustainable. Nobody can do that all the time. Somewhere, somehow, you're just going to be yourself.
Isn't it weird that that's what we think about when we think about Hollywood? We think about red carpets and people with tuxedos on and ridiculous watches and purses and all just standing there on the red carpet.
It's a tough one.
It's weird.
I mean, I don't knock, and by the way, I don't knock anybody for doing that at all. I don't think, but that ain't what we doing.
No. Mm-mm. I'm not interested.
No, it's fun sometimes.
It's just so weird. It's so different than real life.
Yeah, but in a weird way, that is their real life. That's a work thing.
It's a peak work thing. It's like, this is peak glam. Ta-da.
But this thing where, and I think this is changing in the culture. Remember, there was this thing about celebrities could never be unhappy.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. That's you know, I'm not saying they should display that, but just assume everybody has a bad day.
Right.
Fuck that red carpet face. I don't want to make that fucking face for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I think, you know, as I get older, I'm overwhelmed by how human we all are. It really makes me like people more and forgive people more. And,
That's important. That's everything. Forgive people.
and forgive yourself. Everyone
Yeah,
did something.
forgive yourself.
I just think that I don't know. In this season of my life, I'm into. Hopefully, I'll do something. I will make this mean something, other than just the trappings of success. How hot my whip is, or you know how pretty my bitch is, and all the stupid shit that we have been trained to focus on. I wanted to be better than that.
What do you want to do? Do you have an idea?
I have some ideas. Nothing I would really want to. I don't want to make any public declarations because then I might have to do the shit. But I as just a general rule. And by the way, there's so many surprising ways that you can be of use to people. Not big things. Everyone always trying to hit a homer, but sometimes it's smile you muster for a person, or you know. It's a lot of things you can do. I just try to, you know, walk softly on the earth and have some fun, you know. But I just know that investing celebrity into getting more celebrity is a treadmill I don't feel interested in running on in the twilight of my life.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that.